Is already against God. That mind is enmity with God. If it ain't open to learn, it's already enmity against God. So we'll always look for reasons to disbelieve or believe in God. So you follow me. That is the carnal mind. James 4:4 says, do you not know that the world is enmity with God? When we make friendship with the world is enmity with God. Do you not know that when we make friendship with the world is enmity with God? The world is against, opposes. That's why it's things we can't do in the world, because I promise you, if you look at it, the root of it is something that is not approved by God. You see what I'm saying? And so you can have a carnal mind. You can go to church and still have a carnal mind.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. You can be religious and still have a carnal mind.
Amen.
The carnal mind can focus upon religion, living religious, be dedicated to the good works and the rituals and the ceremonies. And however, we can be so strictly religious that we are living separate from God.
Amen.
How do you explain that?
Amen.
We can be living for religion, and not living for God.
Come on now. Help us today, Lord.
This is what you find with the Pharisees. They were living for religion, living for the rules and the functions and the institutional rights instead of the mission of God.
Amen. Help us, Lord.
We in that carnal mind, we depend on our commitment to religion.
Come on now.
And we do what we can in our commitment to religion, thinking my commitment makes me acceptable to God, which then means I reject the fact that Jesus died, and because if I believe in him, I'm already accepted.
Amen.
Okay? If I'm depending on my religious rituals, then I'm not depending on the Son of God who already saved me. And so now my mind is saying, I got to do this. And that is not the spirit of God's mind.
Come on now.
God's mind says, I already done it. Your mind says, I need to do this. Then guess what that is? That's a carnal mind. Because that idea, rationale, is against the word of God. That has already done it for you. It says you just believe in the Son of God. Believe, and Jesus raised him from the dead.
Amen.
You shall be saved.
Amen.
But if my mind is, because I'm rationalizing,
There you go.
I gotta do this, I'm caught with the world, I'm rationalizing, and the flesh mind loves to rationalize because it's already enmity
There you go.
against God. It's already in opposition. So what it takes to be saved is a renewing of
The mind.
the mind.
Amen. Amen.
Because he already died. Jesus died a long time ago.
That's right.
Whosoever believes shall be saved. All it means is that you got to make up your mind. That's it. That's it. So everybody in the world who is lost just haven't made up their mind. Because they still have a carnal mind, and a carnal mind is enmity. It's against God already.
That's right.
So they need a renewing of
Mind.
their mind. Do you follow
Help us
me?
today, Lord. Amen.
And so we find that there is a carnal mind, and then there's the new mind. Somebody say new mind.
New mind.
Okay, the new mind, and the new mind is the spiritual mind.
Amen.
Okay, now the new mind is the spiritual mind, but it is still the natural man's mind, but it's been renewed by the Spirit.
Amen.
Let this mind that is in Christ be also in you. It takes your same mind and renews it by the Spirit. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Now I have a new way of thinking because I received the Spirit of God. I've been transformed by the renewing of my mind.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
I think different than they do.
Amen.
They in the world saying A plus B and A 1 plus 2 plus 3, and that's fine. But I've been renewed in my mind saying I don't have to have 2 and 3, but God got a way to get me to 4.
Amen.
My mind is different than yours.
Amen.
If you believe you got to do all of that, that's your mind.
That's your mind.
I believe that if I go to my Father, my credit don't have to be perfect.
Come on now. Amen.
That's just my mind. We have a renewing. Your carnal mind will find all the worldly reasons to oppose what God is able to do.
Amen.
And when you can find reasons to rationalize, to oppose what God can do, you are in a carnal mind. You can be in church and still have a carnal mind. You follow me?
Amen.
Well, he said, being transformed by the renewing of your mind. A new mind that is now renewed by the Spirit of God. The word spiritual mind, it means my mind is now possessed by the Spirit.
Amen.
It's controlled. Oh, God. It's controlled by the Spirit. It's dominated by the Spirit. And it means now I walk after the Spirit, and the Spirit is with me day by day. My mind is controlled by the Spirit day by day. Without that, my mind is controlled by the flesh day by day. And you know what flesh be coming up with. When the Spirit is in control, the flesh still be trying to get the ring.
Amen.
Don't it?
Yes.
Paul said, every time I'm trying to do right, evil always be jumping up trying to be present.
Amen.
I done gave my mind to the Spirit. The Spirit is controlling my mind, and evil keep jumping up. Give me the reins. Give me.
Amen.
And it happens every day.
All of it.
Every day. He says there's a warring between my mind. There's the spirit of evil and the spirit of good, and they war. The flesh is at enmity against God. So when God is in control, the flesh is trying to get back in control.
Amen. Amen. Amen.